Hello! Hello. My name is Win Koshika. My pronouns are they, them. Today we are starting Wytchwood. This, as far as I know, this is a cute little, I think it's a point and click adventure where you play a witch who has lost some of their memories, I believe. And you go around helping townspeople and stuff on the way to try to, I think, recover your memories about a certain... I don't know. We'll find out. But it looks very cute. I'm excited to play it. Also, my ad manager is fucking broken because I didn't pop it out until after starting stream, so it doesn't tell me anything. I'm wondering... if I refresh, maybe... Ugh. Every time I pop it out, it breaks, but I need it popped out because I can't see it if I don't. Site settings? No. I just need this thing to... Can I snooze? And then that'll refresh. Nope. Okay, well, I guess I won't know when ads are coming. That's flawed. Okay, so let's start. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Who's there? Get up. There's a goat in my house. Click or use F to interact. You devil! How dare you wake a young lady up from her beauty sleep? Blah! Shoo! Get out of my house! You mindless beast, you're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. We have bird feet? We have bird feet. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first. My old grimoire must be around here somewhere. Okay, let me adjust the volume because this is just a little loud for me. Oh, well that would be because it changed on me. I definitely... Oh, there. See? That changed it back. Be 30, and then general volume also at... Put everything at 30. That's better. Okay. We have stuff. We have a little house. Find your grimoire. Is it that? Aha! Here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it at any time by pressing H. Why not G for grimoire? What are our controls? Is there anything using G? In crafting menu. G is open inspector? Okay, crafting menu is gonna be tab. Map is gonna be M. And we're removing the tab for map. And then, oh wait, no, inventory should be tab. Crafting should be... I don't know. G. Is there anything using R? No. Use item E. Okay, Journal should always be J. J for journal. G for grimoire. Inspector can be R. There. The inspector. Oh, my little flappy! I flap like a bird. Okay. Mending poultice. Okay, so I can kind of open all of it through one. All my recipes are missing. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Where's my belt? I'll need it to carry my things if I'm gonna go confront the beast. Must have left it in that trunk over there. Find your braided belt in the chest. Ooh. Secret vine. Oof, my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. Okay. Mushies. Crafted mending poultice. Oh, you can right-click to use stuff as well. Overgrown yard. You step outside into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. I think you've been asleep a lot longer than you think you have. Oh look, my ad manager's working now. Yippee. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use on this lawn. Open your map to get a better look at your surroundings. Yep. This sure is where I am. Find the goat in your yard. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's interesting. When I walk left, I hear it through my right, and when I walk right, I hear it through my left. That feels a little backwards. Vines. Box! I think I need a key for that. Okay. Let's see. Found the goat. Bah! Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah! The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies. It's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Yuck. There's dirt in its mouth. Puh, puh. You can talk? Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken. I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear. If you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there. The goat nods its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look and I'm sure it will come back to you. Witch eye, to inspect objects and creatures, discover their weaknesses. An unusually large standing stone wrapped with enchanted engravings. Unveiling powder. Okay. Oh, so it's like a toggle. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched onto the surface of the stone, but they're too faint for me to read. A powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have had to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abysmal possession. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. I like that it didn't change any of the keys in the thing, so they're just like all wrong. So this is a toggle, and I can toggle in and out of it. I'll help you out, trust me. Okay, unveiling powder. Oh, good thing we have everything. Okay. You smear a handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable! What help are you then? I didn't come here to help, I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine, fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. Shears? I would assume the garden would be... Oh. Oh, shears will cut this too. Okay, I'm assuming the garden would be in front of the house. Like over here, garden. Oh, box. I can open box now. Yay. Reedy twine. Oop. Tries to climb into a barrel. Quick snip. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue or I'll give it a good snip too. Can you read the runes or not? Yes. A space beneath, she sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of 4 shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who's it calling a crone? What are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers. Shiny stone, frog slime, dog hair, and blue feather. Okay. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, shiny stone. I don't suppose he swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame? The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Okay. Clear away to the forest. Is it this? into the darkness. Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. You cut your way through the remaining vines, and suddenly step onto a cold stone die. Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forwards. An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there is no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. Ooh. Hearthseed. And I have one. I like how it continuously shows everything in the wrong buttons. Good thing I remember what buttons I set. Because it just makes more sense to me. The seed will spirit you back to cozy comforts. Okay. Pretty. Autumnal. Birdie. Do I get a feather from a birdie? Plant. A stick. A little, like, squirrely thing. Simple trap. Who are you? Bird watcher. She's got a bird on her head. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest, and this forest only. Have you seen one, perchance? Is it on your head? You glance upwards at the small blue bird perched atop the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter, stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior, and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The bluebird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Oh, stick. Snap trap for both of those. Man, I have to kill them. I can't just, like, pluck a little feather. Flap flap. Look at those little wings! So cute! Am I, like, a chicken under here, or... Ooh. Kilnman. Evening, ma'am. Come to check on the pottery? I'm afraid I just fired the kilns up, so they'll be a while still. Pottery? Ugh, I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly-looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today, and doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. Soporific morsel. Oh, so I'm like making meat sleepy drug, and then I can shear them with. Do I get like dog? That's how I get the dog hair. I would need a shovel. I don't know what that was. I see coin, but what else was that? Clay. Ooh, empty jars. Okay, I would need a shovel. What am I hearing? Hello? Why am I hearing? I'm hearing panting from somewhere. Oh, you. Well-wisher. Oh man, oh jeez, I don't know about this. You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well. Ah! What's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. Oh, Zeph, daily watering. Sorry, that's still broken. I'm working on, so what that's supposed to do is the streamer bot that I'm trying to get set up is supposed to, when you redeem daily watering, it's supposed to, like, water you, and then that will be a daily count for everyone who shows up to stream. I should really deactivate that right now so people aren't spending their points on it. Because it doesn't work yet. Let me go deactivate that so people aren't losing points on it. It's only 5 points, but still. Let me disable it. There we go. I will fix that soon. Probably this weekend, since today is my last streaming day for a few days. I'm gonna try to work on that. I wish I knew how to give you channel points, because I would just refund you your 5 channel points. Okay. What's the matter with you? I could have fallen in! Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down this well anyways? Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasure down there, just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out, and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down to the well and see those ghoulies yourself. He offers you a small trowel. It looks like it's never been used. This old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. Reedy twine? You toss a length of strong homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that yet, because we just got a trowel. Let me also... Can I move? I don't know if I need that yet. We're gonna use the trowel to get some coals. Can I dig these ones? No, but I could go to the other side. Except he's right there. What? A net. Okay, I need a net for those guys. Okay. Sounds like he's got a runny nose. A frog. I'm assuming I'll need a net for that too. Yeah. A shiny stone. Won it for the first brazier already. There's so many frogs. Coins people have tossed down here. You know, I would not have expected a well to... Ooh. Ooh. Now I have a couple jars of water. Froggies. Ooh. A chest. Locked. Another shiny stone. I should just keep my trowel out. I keep putting it away. Any other rocks there? Oh. Darkened Nook. Cozy burrow for a creature who prefers to be left alone. Yeah, catching net. And then I can't get into there yet. Okay. I'm betting catching them is how I get frog slime, which is one of the other things I needed. I have never heard a more pathetic sounding man. And I've heard a lot of pathetic men in my life. Ooh. Okay. Can't go through there, so it's time to go south. It's this way. Fairies. Flower petals. Do I need a net for them as well? Catching net? Yep, for fairies and fireflies. Okay, and I'm assuming I don't have the recipe reagents. Oh, the soporific potion. And then wicker work. Okay. I can't craft a net. Okay, so I haven't gone through this way yet. Yeah, this is new. Oh! That's probably where I get the hatchet? Can I have your hatchet? Aye, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. Perfect, I need those. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. The woodsman spins a sharp-looking hatchet in his hands and thrusts the handle at you. Yeah, sure. Maybe I should just have this first and then have all the tools. Mushy! Yay! And where does this go to? In a big circle. Wow. Ad starting soon. I won't talk to anyone or do anything important while ads are playing. I'll just run around collecting stuff and kind of getting a sense of the map. Ooh, that reminds me, I have tea that my partner made for me. Mmm. So good. Never know when I'll need a lot of this. I might as well just collect a bunch now. Campfire ember. Okay, okay, so the goat head leads to the things that I need. Frogs. There's a path up there. Oh, there was also like one of those stumps over here. Lethe cap. So I'm missing... Oh, no, I have everything for the soporific potion. I just need meat. So I need to make a trap. I need... Okay, I won't do this until everyone's back from Adland. Just so... in case people are interested in the crafting mechanics. I'll just run around and grab stuff. Oh, I have I have 3 hearts, so I'm assuming the dog, if I let it get too close to me, could bite me and take away a heart. Is this the son that's obsessed with frogs? Ragamuffin. Oh shit, I wasn't gonna talk to anyone. Okay, we wait here. We wait here. Tea. So yummy. We got about 22 seconds left on the ad timer. This tea is so good. It's a mango passion fruit herbal tea. I love it. I love tea. Oh, okay. We back from Adland. I accidentally started a conversation, but I didn't go anywhere, so we're not missing anything. Oi, lady! What's with that great stinking pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs on your trousers. Aw, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward flies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, flailing about like that? Are you daft? Me frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed them. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing that net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies. The boy waggles the net in front of your face. Take it. I caught a fairy. Do I actually need to give Firefly? What the hell? Logger's hatchet. Oh, wrong way. Got changeling root. Oh, those are changelings. Okay. I mean, that makes sense if it's near fairies and a mushroom circle. Any more firefly? Do I actually give you... Well, these hoppers aren't gonna stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. I mean, the frogs can eat. Here. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are gonna feast tonight. Now, about our deal, you agreed to trade me one of your pets there? Ha ha ha! What deal? I don't remember making no... A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it! There goes Slippery Pete! He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. Aw, shucks. I never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Frog slime. Okay. So I'm assuming all of these areas that it seems to have paths out of the woods will not be accessible until I finish this first things first and light all the braziers. Braziers? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think I might have just pronounced it like like bra. I don't know. Okay, this also, the scrolling wheel on this is the same as in Lethal Company, where it's like backwards from what you would think it would be. Yeah. I'm not seeing a path out. It doesn't exist. It's all blocked off here. Okay. I have... This is what I was gonna do. And then we make traps. And then we... Oh, that poor squirrel. We got the meat though. Birds. Got a feather. Okay, now we have all the stuff to make a meat. Okay, and then we... Doggy comes over there. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home now. Braziers? Is brazier like bra and brazier is... I have no idea. Soot sprite. Cute. I love that they have soot sprites in here. Okay, maybe a hatchet. There. Maybe like that. I'm gonna catch some more fairies and stuff. Okay. Let's test out this hearthseed. Time to go home. Yeah. I'm glad that it does a confirmation thing so you don't accidentally use it up. Let me make a new hearth seed. There. The brazier awaits an offering. Blue feather. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. The brazier awaits an offering. Dog hair. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. The brazier awaits an offering. Frog slime. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. The brazier awaits an offering. Shiny stone. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madam. Into the shrine. First things first, remember your contract with the goat. There's a pretty lady in there. Sleeping maiden, a beautiful young woman seems to be fast asleep inside a delicate glass coffin. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo against the marble floor as the goat comes to your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you? Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled. Until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not remember. At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark, locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows, in time you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or, you can simply return to the comfort of your little hovel, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free. And your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. Am I gonna wake up in my chair? Mm-hmm. I'm awake. Let me finish off my tea here. There we go. Get a sip of water. Okay. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? Alright, alright. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we seek. 2 are in the forest, and another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face, by an overgrown mushroom grove? What do I look like? A compass? Go out there and look for yourself. New chapter. The Sleeping Maiden. I need to turn on my fan because I'm hot. Oh. There we go. Oh, I forgot to check my VOD from yesterday to see if it picked up the fan. I'm hoping it doesn't pick up the fan too much. If it does a little bit, I hope it's not too bad. It shouldn't pick up the fan when I'm not speaking because of my noise suppression and stuff, but hopefully when I'm talking the fan isn't too loud in the background. It just gets hot in here because of the snake tanks. Okay. Ugh, let me adjust my headset a little bit. Okay, collect 4 souls for the goat. The bear in the forest, the ox in the fields, the leech in the swamp, and the snake in the forest. I think we will probably, because it seems like 12 souls, it seems like it's split up into 3 parts. I mean, depending on how long it takes. We'll see if maybe we do these 4, and then that's where we call it today after we do those 4, and then maybe we save, like, you know, each stream do the 4 that we have at the time. So, our paths should be unlocked then, right? Because they were only blocked because we were in, like, tutorial mode of getting all our tools and stuff. Okay, snake is up there. The leech. The sick house of the swamp seems a final destination for those in its care. A maiden weeps lakeside for her lost lover. A delayed shipment from the fields angers the bear even further. In the fields, a strange farmer toils. Okay. Well, the leech is the closest into the swamp. Lakeshore path. Oh yeah, all these paths are, like, open now. There's nothing that I need over here yet. Yeah, it's blocked off. Dingus. Oi! Stop right where you are! Dongus. Yeah, no one but soldiers are allowed into the lakeshore camp. And you don't look like no soldier. Yeah, that's not a standard issue helmet. I just came to visit my, son? I don't think so. The captain said no visitors, so buzz off. Yeah, unless you're the quartermaster. You ain't getting in. Hey, where is that nervous wreck anyway? He ought to be back with that shipment of honey by now. Press tab to open your journal and review quest objectives. Track quests to display what to do next. The bear. Oh, this is where the bear is. Okay, beat it, Grandma. Okay. So the bear is in there. The objective just starts over there because the bear is waiting on a shipment of honey, and that's why it's mad. Okay, up here. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're bad. Talks big, but it's cowardly at heart. Dreadful doll. Issues a rattle so intense and unsettling it shakes itself to dust. Useful against goblins and bandits. So these are goblins? Oh, there's a doggy over here. I make a thing for the doggy? What's this? Sewing kit. I need Skeeter Snoot in the swamp. Okay. And then... oh! Eepee! Oh. Okay, you get... Fairy Shine. Bait Stick. A tempting but deadly morsel for meat-eating critters. Useful against newts, dragonflies, and bats. How do dragonflies eat meat? Oh, I guess I do. I guess they're like are like predators. Another snap trap. Okay. Oh, this is for the snake. This is the crying maiden. Weeping maiden. Pretty. Oh, that ring. Shiny. You approach a young woman, weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, there, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corners of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved, such a sweet and romantic man, with the voice of a meadowlark. I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. What? No! He loves me, and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together, he'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night, we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself. Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you? The switch. That sucks, dude. Maybe he didn't like you. The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint noises of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the weeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumples into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this tardy bard of yours has run off to. The snake. Can I just show all of... Can I track all of them? No, you can only track one at a time. Okay. That's a lot of goblins. Okay, this path isn't unlocked yet. Yeah. The hell? Elusive pixie. Okay. Unveiling powder. I can't see them is the problem. I mean, I know that's like the whole point. What is this? What a pretty tree. I need to like click them to unveil them though, which is the problem. There we go. Get back here. It ran away? I can't see anything behind this tree. Ugh. Let me move this. So it's right next to the net. The hell? They're so fast, and I can't... Get back here. Fairy dust. Well, why would I do... That's stupid. Why would I catch those if I can just catch regular fairies and get the exact same shit? Not doing that again. I'm out of vines now. I wonder if there will be more in the swamp where the leech is. Maybe I should go there. First, I'm close to here already. No, I'm not. I'm not close to the field. I'm like directly in the middle. Okay, let's go up to the leech so then I'll get... The music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Maybe that fool bard's hiding way out there? Ugh, but I swim as well as hens fly. Suddenly, some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. Oh, hee hee, the musical man you'll never see. You spin around, but no one is there. Just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. I don't have the vines, so we're gonna have to put a pin in that one. Let's go up to the swamp. Maybe we'll get some vines. Okay, because we live in a swamp. Oh. You also? No. Smoke pellet for skeeters. Nice. Bug ichor. There are vines here. In the middle of all the mosquitoes. Run away! Leech? Spirit salts. So is everybody in the swamp sick because they live in the swamp? Oh. Old woman. Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too. What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young, and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. Ah, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help? It's my dear old husband. Handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyway, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. But that was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried, I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Okay, this is the leech. I get it. The sick house. I bet the leech is like a nurse there because leeches used to be used for medicine and the leech is like taking advantage of the people to take their blood. Like some water with a jar. Okay. Stuff we already have. Whoa! That guy's big. Where are you? Oh, another shiny stone. Oh, that's crazy. The trees growing through the corpses. Hag shroom. Is that what they were always called? I guess so. Okay, where am I on the map? Oh, it's through that way. Okay, what's down here then? What? Snagvine? Oh, you use Snagvine and then hatch it? What does Snagvine take? Oh. Okay. I need lots of vines. Dodge around the leeches, because they're probably also deadly. Whoa, salamander? Poisonous newt. No, I need toxic thistle for that. Where would I find toxic? Oh, right here? How do I do that? Shears. Okay. Okay, now I can make one. Not that. That's not what I... Not that either. What was I making? I forgot already. Oh, this. Right. Okay, okay, okay. Womp. The Eye of Newt. Ad starting soon. I won't start the leech stuff until the ad is done. I will just collect things. See if I can make Stagvine. I go beat up that stick thing. I don't know. And then hatch it. Ooh, totemic moondrop. I need more of those vines for sure. To the sick house. Oh, is that way? What's up here then? I thought this was the direction. Whoa. Who are you? Troll. A fat troll sits squarely— oh, oops. I did it again! I started a thing! I'm too curious. I get excited. Big stretch. Okay. We've got like 2 minutes left on the ad timer. Oh. I'm thirsty. I should drink some water. I'm probably the worst tree in existence. I don't like water. I want, like, juice. Pour some orange juice on my roots. Don't actually. I should probably drink water. I know water's good for me, but orange juice is yummy. I'm, like, really craving orange juice right now. I have some. I get the Florida orange, Florida something, Florida natural or whatever. They have extra pulp, like the most pulp. It's literally like on their carton it says most pulp. I'm like the opposite of the people who don't like pulp. I want all the pulp. I love pulp in my orange juice. For me, when there's like no pulp, it just feels like super ultra like filtered, like I don't know, like watered down to me. Like pulp, if there's pulp in it, you know it's gonna be orangey. And I love fresh squeezed orange juice too, but it's like really hard to find around here. You have to go to like a natural food store or something. There used to be where I went to university, there was like a fresh market type thing near the dorms that I lived in. So I would get like fresh squeezed orange juice like every other week because I couldn't afford it all the time, but like it was like a little treat. I would go down to the little like fresh market, get some fresh squeezed orange juice, and have it in my little mini fridge in my dorm room. That got me through living in the dorms, because they have, like, you know, like many universities do. The one I went to had, like, a first year live in the dorms requirement, and, I hated living there, but that little market got me through, where every once in a while I could go get a little treat, get some orange juice, they did, like, the sushi made in the market type thing. That got me through my first year of university. Oh, we're back from Adland! Okay, now let's talk to this troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot! He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Ugh, fine. Keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. What do I need for you? An impassable hulk, unless perhaps he likes you. I need all the vines I can get my hands on. Okay. Suspicious stump. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens up before you. Oh! This is the portal for the swamp. There we go. Hell yeah, we've unlocked another portal. Easy fast travel. And I like that the hearth seed takes us to the middle of the, like, portal thing. Ow! I didn't realize that was right there, because it's a stick. There we go. I need sewing kit, which I would need Skeeter Snoot. And the skeeter snoots. I need smoke pellet. Oh. I need more frog. Ooh. Embalming salts. I needed that for the leeches. I probably do not want to get near that thing. Snacrifice and shears. Not a full-grown dragon, but just as mean. I mean, a drake is like a totally different creature from a dragon. It's not just like a young dragon. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Okay. So, can we make another? There we go. We made 3 of those. So then we come down to the... blood. And then for the spirit salts. Oh, I need more embalming salts. I only got 2. Okay, we're moving this down here because we don't need it right now. Birds, squirrels, and rats are snap trap. Okay, let's, any more mosquitoes over here? What do we need? Oh, for sewing kit. And then the sewing kit is for... not for you. Oh, it does need that. Sewing kit is for this. Snag vine. But we don't have enough vines! Oh, I didn't even realize that was sitting right there. Ooh, vines. I'm glad the leeches aren't, like, physically dangerous. Get another one of these out here. I fucked up. I put it in the wrong spot, so I couldn't reach it. Okay. What feather? Getting all the little plants that I can. You. What are you? Witch spice. Ever experience a flavor you can't quite describe? This is what you're tasting. Ooh. Magic paste. Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay. Where are those little stick assholes? Maybe there's more this way. Oh, nope. Just the sick house. I'm not gonna do that quite yet. I want to get a little more ingredients. Just so we can, whatever we'll need to do there. I want to try to catch some of the dragonflies, too. Dragonflies also use this. I'm just gonna... There we go. Okay. Where is the stick bastard? And then we hatch it. Also you. Get fucked. Okay, and then any chance the salts have like refreshed or something? Yes. Salt. Come on, frog. There we go. We actually have the salts to... for this. Let's get ourselves a leech. Here, leechy leechy. Oh, the leech just gives blood. Okay. Well, we can get blood from the mosquitoes, and we get the needle. Okay, one more dragonfly, and then we'll go to the sick house. I'm just gonna... There's a dragonfly. Let's go to the sick house. Are you the leech? Nurse. Hold on now, the sick house is full to the brim and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around? A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible! It affects the young and old, the healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up. Someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded I've even had to dump some in the swamp. That seems unethical. Don't worry, the leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The leech? That's the doctor of this place? The best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills. I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your, years to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients, we're low on medicine, and I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. Ugh, what's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. Lazy grass. Oh. Okay. Place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously, but doesn't ask where it came from. 3 milligram, blah blah blah. Here's the toxic thistle. You stamp off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She's careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. Okay, now I need lazy grass. I'm assuming that's in the field. Damn. Okay, so we need to get over to the field. So let's find our portal and portal back. Also, let's get some more of these since we just got rid of a bunch of our stuff. How much bug ichor do we have left? Frog slime, blood. I'm not seeing any bug ichor. Oh, 9. Okay, that's fine. The gooey insides that bugs tend to keep to themselves. That's so funny. Oh, there it is. Okay, we go back to the forest then. What's that? Rodent lard. Oh, did I fail to pick that up when I trapped that squirrel? Okay, the field was down. Oh, is there more pots here that I can take? No. Pots were a one time. Oh, I can make the... I can make it. Okay, out of clay. That's fine. Let's go back down here and get some more water. And some more clay, since we just used it. Okay. That's good for now. Let's catch some squirrels, too. Oh, that was fast. Maybe that guy needs to go to the sick house. Oh, you. How do you also do that? Oh, hello there. Sorry, I think I managed to get most of the debris off the road. Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, you see, I was set on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear. The bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer of something darted out of nowhere. Jostled my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my ribcage. Piled the darn cart right into the ditch, she did. Now every barrel is smashed and I can't bring myself to report back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it. This bear sounds like quite a brute. Oh, you don't know the half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand? I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant of the lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm gonna go in here first. Here we are, lazy grass. That's what I'm missing. Chest? Openable chest? You're a vegetable. A vegetable gardener who's a vegetable? Grain. You also a changeling? Yes. Big cabbage. Vegetal farmer. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Ja, not sore loser. I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes busy with menial farm work. Oh, you use the changelings as, like, farmhands? That's cool. But this year, his crops are even larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. It doesn't make any sense to me. Uh-oh, did he turn his family into crops? He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family? That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox has said nothing. That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go and ask him myself. Ja. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. Okay. I need more lazy grass. What are you? Natural tinkerer, but stubbornly refuses to read any instruction manuals. Unknown weakness. Who are you? You're just some other guy? Chickens! The cock of the walk. Really all bluster. Piggies. This cow looks really sad. Oh, I need an empty jar for that. Let's get 2 jars of milk. Boo. Ooh! Portal! Unusual hay bale. Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. You carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. Yippee! We have our 3rd portal unlocked. So there's 5 more portals that we will eventually get. Okay, what do I use for the grasshoppers? Just net. Hopper leg. I needed hopper legs for something. Hopper legs and grain, I think, for... what did I need those for? Oh, the doll, right. The Ox's farm is that way. Oh, this is a bandit? Bandit, weakness unknown. Wait, but I thought useful against goblins and bandits. The doll. I mean weakness unknown. Bro. You. Come on, Crow. I just want to see if it gives me anything different than the other birds. It does! Crow feet. I should make a second one. We have an ad in progress. I will not do anything important. I just be running around collecting thingies. A Torquay. Digestive tablets. Good day to ya. Turkey is dangerous. Good to know. Pumpkins. Whoa. Pumpkin Jack. Snag vine. Okay. Got Pumpkin Jack bone. I haven't been up this way yet. Where do I get grain from? Whose house is this? It's so little and cute. Ooh, little river. And this is back to the gourd guy? Yeah. I'm just killing all of his farm hands. Okay, I'm assuming I get grain from the Ox's farm. I'm not seeing anywhere to get it here. Get some more lazy grass. Okay. Welcome back from Adland, anyone who is watching ads. We are now heading to the Ox's farm. Let's see. Oh, the Ox's doggy is so cute! I wonder if it gives the same type of hair. Let's see. Do you give the same type of fur? Oh, yep, same type of hair. The Ox just has a special doggy. Ooh, a jar. And grain. Hello, Mr. Ox. Hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land? Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land. Huh. Well, you heard right. I work day in and day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken. But you won't find a finer farm anywhere else. You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud. The Ox spits on the tilled soil. Those lazy louts never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that gripes about hard labor? We'd have never won any of those competitions if it wasn't for my sacrifice. Where is your family, then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself. If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed in the place one night and stole them away. Bandits? You don't seem very concerned about getting them back. Huh, I'm better off. For all I know, they could have been already ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're so worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose off my fields, or I'll toss you in the compost heap. He is very stompy. Boardhead's about to rot. Okay. What is he even growing? Are they supposed to be like onions? I'm pretty sure that's not how onions grow. Aren't onions like a root? They grow like kind of like potatoes? I don't know. Okay. Investigate the bandit camp. There are far too many for me to just sneak by. I'll have to find a way to incapacitate them. Okay. I'm sorry, man. Oh, now it says weakness is known. Dreadful doll. I gotta go back to the swamp, though. I mean, good thing I need to go back there anyways. I don't know where else I would get grain from, though. Because I haven't found any fields that would have, like, where I can collect grain. Just in those little chests, I just happened to get some. Oh, maybe- oh, here! Here we go. There we go. Now I know. The music is so soothing. Anything secret over here? Secret? Secret? This would be a great place to hide a secret. Okay, where's that hay bale? Down there. Okay, I see. There we go. Let's go back to the swamp. We got our lazy grass. We need to kill more. What do I need for this? Oh, good. Three. I sometimes mix up the right and left mouse buttons. Needle. There it is. Okay, let's do one more. I can find it. One more mosquito. Whoa, what is this? How did I not notice this before? Ornamented obelisk, adorned obelisk, skyward obelisk, rooted obelisk. Huh. Where'd the other eye go? Eyeball? There we go. Huh, so I'll have to remember that this is here for whenever I need it. I should probably, because I'd be going through clay so fast between the jars and the whatever the other thing was that needed clay. What was the other thing that needed clay? All? No. What's that? Goblin snot. I see. What did I need clay for? Other than this. It was clay for something. Oh, smoke pellets use clay. Okay, I see. I forgot. Okay, back to the sick house. Let's get some more vines while we're here. We definitely need more frog too because of the we used up so much also for the smoke pellets. Go get inoculated. I'm really not sure how all of these things are coming together to make a vaccine. The nurse takes the dried grasses you've been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself, one can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology? Ugh, give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick, the leech is very busy. I feel bad for this nurse who's most definitely being duped by this leech who's using people for blood. It was like all of these things that were these evil, 12 evil, whatever. Oh god, it's awful in here. Not seeing visitors right now. This person's still alive? Hard to say. Okay. Leech. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? It seems like if everybody here has the plague, you really shouldn't be coming here if you just have a twisted ankle. Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband? You don't know where that short fellow got to, eh? I miss that man with the beard. Leave me alone. Beardy guy you're looking for? There was a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. A husband. Yeah, he had a darker complexion than me. Let's keep tracking the leech for right now. Short guy? Sorry, can't help you. Short fellow. Short with a beard and a dark complexion. This patient just stares into the distance, silent. What is this? Okay. Shorter than most. Dark in features. Wore a full beard. Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly. I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this, anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Oh. Okay, back to the old lady. Or the other old lady, I guess, since we're one too. You. Okay, old lady. Oh, yeah. I was going the right way. Old lady in the swamp. Your husband is dead. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the leech ate him and is lying to me. Do you have any news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now. He dead. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance! You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Ah, brimstone and bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it by myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to warm farts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisks should explain the rest. Okay. Go back down here. Any salts up here that I can collect really quick? Yes. Okay. To the circle of power. Well. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone... I would not describe this as black. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. Okay. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Okay, I need apothecary humors for that. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. Necromantic charm. Okay. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the Leech would fit the bill. Okay. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp. Okay, the drake. So for the drake, we needed the snacrifice. Witch spice. I'll need to go to the forest. Apothecary humors. We can make that. Necromantic charm. We can make that. Because we beat up that pumpkin. We need a death certificate, and then we need to make the snacrifice. Which... we're missing 1 nut, and... that's all. We just need a nut from the... okay. We just need a nut from the forest. Which I should collect several while we're there. To the forest. My home. The forest. Okay. Let's get some nuts. Impi nut. Whoa. Whoa! That's new! The hell? Cinderbox. It's a dryad! Hey! That's my family right there! This tree seems particularly angry about something. Maybe everything. Been there, brother. Got little peaches growing on it? I don't want to kill the dryad. That's my family right there. Okay, Cinderbox. Looking at that didn't give me that recipe. It's so angy. Oh, did I make... okay, there. I'm gonna use one on one of these guys. And then... how do I collect? Oh, goblin snot. Okay, it just spits it out. So then... oh, this has like a amount of time that it works. So I could use this around the like big group of goblins and it would work for all of them. Okay. I need more nuts. Oh, there's one. Let's go to the field and see if I can use the doll there. on the bandit camp. Because apparently they are also scared of the doll. Okay. Oh. Bandit boss. Ah, sly old fox. How'd you manage to get your creaky bones past me grunts? Oh, my mooks must be getting fat round the waist to let you slip by so easily. Never too old to teach some youngins that hands are better left out of people's pockets. Next time I catch one of your thugs rooting for gold, they'll have to recount their fingers. Haha, ain't afraid of nothing, are ya? Well, let me be the first to welcome ya to our merry camp. Though I suspect you didn't come just to scold us. What do you know about the ox who works in the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way. Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. We also might have seen that family of his. But on the other hand, maybe we didn't. What's it to ya? Listen up, you big lug. That information is just about the only thing stopping me from changing the whole lot of you into stinking chickens. Alright, Granny, no need to get upset. We was just playing games, you know? Yeah, we seen that family. A boy and his mum, if I remember. Always walking that big ox's shadow. Always looking afraid of him, too. So you didn't kidnap them? Where are they now? You know, you remind me of me dear old ma. She didn't take no gruff from no one neither. Ah, she used to bake the most delicious meat pies. I sure do miss her cooking. Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Even is hard work. Crime doesn't always pay. Say, do you know how to bake? I even got ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows, on a full stomach I might even remember something about that missing family. Humble pie. This brute could use a healthy helping of crow. Ending poultice. Okay, well, I guess we better make a pie. I need dough. I need more milk. And then I need another one of these. With witch spice. Okay. Roast beast. Milk. Good thing I have another empty jar. Cow time. Ta-dam. Now I make pie. Oh, I make dough. And then I make pie. Okay, I made the roast beast, so I can also make the sacrifice! Okay, I made your pie. Do I have to make another scary thing? Like fear, whatever, scare them? They talk now? Just don't make any trouble. Well, I guess you're in now. That's funny. Well, I guess you're part of the camp. Okay, here's your pie. Fee fi fo fum, I want pie in my tummy tum tum. Come on then, have a helping. The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling splatter out of his gob. Ah, delish, just like how Ma used to make. But something's different. He picks a small black feather from between his yellow teeth. Is this crow? I figured you could do with a serving of humility. The gargantuan man's lips begin to quiver. Great watery tears well up in his beady eyes. What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong? Nah, it ain't the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the camp. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I weren't good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. Holy shit. Is this like the fucking Rapunzel, I had a dream? The guy's playing the piano. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world had ever seen. Had a name in mind and everything. Pick in the leaping pockets. That's funny. But, I ain't been doing nothing but taking. Always taking. Oh, Ma was right. I'm a bad apple. Come on now, dry those eyes. You're not all that bad. He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so? You gently reassure him with another helping of pie. Of course not. You're gonna tell me all about the Ox's family, aren't you? Oh, right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that Ox for years now. Every full moon he'd go out into his field all by his lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh yeah, he'd yell abracacorn cob. What the fuck? Then it always sounded like he got into an argument with someone, but there was never anyone else there, except that creepy old scarecrow of his. You pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek. That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the daggers for dance shoes. He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes'm, I'll do it. I'll dance. Cute. They all say that now? Well, I guess you're in now. What does the fourth one say? Because there's 4 of them. Oh, okay, no. It's just those 2 lines. Well, I'm going back to the swamp, because now we can get that fang. We'll deal with the ox later. We might not be able to get through all 4 of these today, because we've barely scratched the surface of the ox one. Well, of the bear, no. We barely scratched the surface of the bear and the snake. The ox we've done like a tiny bit. And then the leech is the one we have the most progress on. So I don't know how much longer the leech one's gonna take either. And we're already at 2 hours. So maybe we only have time to finish 2 of them? Do the ox and the leech? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can do all 4. Maybe the other ones will be easier now that I have a bunch of stuff. Okay, I need a death certificate from you. The shadowy doctor prowls among the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. He snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer! Who knows what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying? Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now, where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line? Fine, you'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. Okay, mending poultice, dragonfly ring, skeeter snoot. Okay, we need 3 mending poultice, 2 skeeter snoots. Oh, we've got an ad going. Oh, oops, I accidentally made 3. Oh wait, no, I made 2, and now I have 3. Okay. We need skeeter snoots. I won't talk to her again and finish that until the ad is done. I will just... Not that anybody who is watching the ad can even hear me say this. It's mostly just for myself. We need skeeter snoots. So we need 2 of them. Okay, frog. Here we go. Back off, buddy. I need another one of these. I need some more froggies. Okay. Apothecary humors. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. Chromatic charm. You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffs it out. Okay, we need to go do the thing for with the drake. But I won't do that either until the ad is done. I will catch frogs. Salt. Come on, man. Like right there. Oh, we're back from Adland. Let's do the sacrifice. And then we shear off. Okay. So many frogs. Sweet, we got the tooth. Tooth. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. We just need the death certificate now, and we have our last thing that we need. Oh wait, no. I need another mosquito thing. I forgot. Mosquitoes. Yay. I did the thing. I have stuff for you. Eater Snoot. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container along other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands. Now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. The leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Ugh, next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. You crumple the note into a tight roll for safekeeping. Death certificate. Now we go to the Circle of Power. Are we bringing the husband back to life? Is that what we're doing right now? Because that's kind of what it seems like. The Northern Obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. The humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through the discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters of the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased. Yada yada. Recite the invocation of necrodermis. Blah blah. Apply the canopic ointment. Right. Seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. Okay, I mean, the place that has a bunch of bodies is up here. Ugh, this must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I'll need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Are there really 6 in here? This isn't it. Unfortunate. Similar, perhaps, but not the right body. This isn't the right one. Not the husband, this one. This poor soul doesn't fit the description. Not this one. Where on earth is that stinking body? You think I'd be able to find him among the dead here? You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. 2 globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. A huge, slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Speak to the Frog King in the swamp. Oh! Oh, hello. You kind of look like you're part axolotl there. Croak. Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Har har har, wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food, to be nice and tender. Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, dead-ish. The frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He had such a delectable aroma, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. You don't poop? You don't poop it anywhere? We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. The frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try something. Digestive tablets, that's what I was wondering. We need more goblin snot, which means I need more of these. Which means I need more skeeter snoots. Okay. first of all, sorry, I'm taking all of your subjects. Mosquito. Mosquito. Mosquito! Did I miss something? There we go. Okay. I could just get one more. I think that's enough for 2 of them. There was some near the beginning of the swamp, I'm pretty sure. Like down here. There we are. Okay. I don't have enough grasshopper legs either. Well, I have enough to make one of these. I should just do that for that guy. Okay. Digestive tablets. You wrap a juicy looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue? The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Ah, a delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now I already told you where. His nostrils flare for a moment, then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost! What a stench! The frog wobbles on its legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. Stuff him in your satchel. With some snapping and squeezing, you manage to get him down to a transportable size. We are definitely... Yep, raise the husband's remains at the obelisk. We're definitely bringing this bitch back to life. Okay. The Circle of Power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purposes. Place the husband's body in the center. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down into the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisks, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk, one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Zombie husband. It's still got the tree growing out of the body, like the other ones. Ugh. Speak to the zombie husband. Well, hello there. You caused me a lot of trouble, you know that? The reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Blech. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer! What? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No! Leech murdered me. He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm toward the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office. Find proof. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Cute. Reenacted. I mean, reenacted. Reunited. That's the word I meant. Reenacted. Reunited with his wife. Okay. Search the leech's office. Are we gonna have to salt her? Throw some salt at her? Don't mind me, I'm going to snoop in your belongings. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is, until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped-down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With the click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. It looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years! On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Okay. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. She hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out! This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. That addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. Jesus, she's really here doing, like, winemaking with this stuff. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. Lovely. Sharp flavor, full body, too. Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Collect the soul of the leech. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Collect the soul of the leech in the swamp is the achievement I just got. Drained by the very spirits she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats. The soul of the leech. Add it to inventory. Dried worm. Sweet. We have finished the leech. I don't believe it. This is happening right under my nose the whole time. Oh, maybe people will actually start to get better now. I'm not so sure though, because this poor nurse is all on her own. Well, we finished the leech. Let's go work on the ox. We were waiting for the ox. We needed... Talk to the scarecrow. Wait, what did it say? The password offered by the bandits seems shaky at best, but it's worth a shot. Okay. Before we leave here... I guess I have 3 of these. That's probably enough for now. Wait, am I going the wrong way? No, we're good. Ugh. There we go. Like getting caught on all the thorns. What is this circle? It's just like candles in a circle? That's interesting. Okay. Go to the farm, to the fields. What was I missing for this? Right. That's what I needed the doll for. I actually need to go to the forest for the goblins. So there's only one goblin up, so I want to go down to where there were a bunch. Which was somewhere down here, I thought, maybe, or maybe not. No, I think it was over there. It's right here. Okay. Okay. And I needed to do that. You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. This was for the snake, the pixie that's like laughing. Ugh! Let me go, you knobbly pot! You're crushing the life out of me! You trifling little pest, what do you know about this music? Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me. I'll pop off your head like a daisy. Ooh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus stays still, but the door's the thing that travels. You see? And right now the door's out on that lake. But you'll never get in. You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth. Ah! Only Fey folk can show the way. 30 fairies built a bridge. Keep all you big folk out, unless the snake invites them in. You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's the bridge? Ha! We're a pixie, not one of those flamby-pandy mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh look, there's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Ouch, you sneaky little blighter. Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. Look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. Would I not just use the... Investigate the basin? Would I not just use my magic powder revealing stuff? Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Okay, I'm just missing a feather. Check out the fine dust, it settles. Firefly. Each of the fireflies alights upon the edge of the bowl, stepping delicately until they are evenly spaced. Directions on how to reveal the bridge, blah blah blah. Okay, we need a feather. Bird. What if I just put it here? A little bird fly up. There it goes. Blue feather. Placed into the basin, the feathers arrange themselves in a perfect triangular symmetry. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge, leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. Okay. We can go there now. I'm not gonna yet, though. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, give me your snot. It only gave me 2 snot. Oh wait, no. It's the 3rd. Oh! Ow. You can break the fairy stones and there's a fairy within them. Let me make a healing thing really quick. Does it heal all your depleted hearts? Let me get hit again, just to... Okay. Okay, it heals all your hearts at once. That's good to know. Let's make some more digestive tablets. For turkeys in the field. To the fields. I need more of these guys. I'm like out. Okay, I want... turkey. How do I... turkey? Oh, there we go. Turkey gizzard stone. Huh. Okay. I should get more of those plants. Let's go down to the ox, though. This eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you, as if expecting something. Abracacorncob? The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouth hole. Hello! Yes, have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master? No thank you. I'm involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings already. Why then have you summoned me? Has the Ox made a deal with you, perchance? The Ox? Why, yes. Terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal. What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family? Did he trade his family for good crops? Yes, he said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops, said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that. Where are they? What did you do with them? Don't worry, they're fine, but as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me. And if the crops should fail, your deal would be broken. Ha! I am the great Harvest Master. My harvest will never fail. We'll see about that. I better take a closer look at these prize-winning plants. Inspect the Ox's crops. Okay, I'm inspecting. Withering can. Like a watering can, but poison. Oh, these stalks don't look so sturdy to me. A good herbicide ought to shrivel these right up. That'll teach the Ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. I'll need a sturdy enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetal fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his. Okay. You're taunting me. Hey man, can I have your watering can? Well, hello again. Find out anything about what that Ox is up to? As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard or field genie or some other nonsense. Ah, you must mean the Harvest Master. That explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow. The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand. Not that I would know anything about that myself. Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately I still need it to grow my prize vinning vegetable. You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of bids. I can't speak. You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle coming from deep within the fronds. Seems plenty big enough to me. Ah, just you wait. My little baby is going to grow up to be a big baby. It's going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival. But if it were to, say, grow a little bit faster, I suppose I wouldn't need my watering can at all. You swear the farmer winks at you, despite not being equipped with any eyes. Does nobody here grow produce in an honest way? Let me take a look at the little tyke. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. Murky gizzard stone jar of water growth potion. Crushed into a fine powder, a gizzard stone lends potent nutrients to the soil. Okay, I need another water and a growth potion. Glue, apothecary humors, and petals. I need milk for that. Okay, how much milk do I need for that? I need 1 milk for that, and then I need another water. I need 2 jars. Go to the cow. Cow. Somewhere. Cow. Cow. And then the water spigot. Let's see if we can go get another turkey gizzard stone, see if that turkey has recovered. There. We got our gizzard stone. Poor turkey. I'm not gonna talk to the, do the cabbage thing until the ad is done. Got about a minute left on it. I should make the thing though. What am I making? Oh yeah, this thing. I need glue. And then cool. I think I have everything I need. It's interesting that we have so many spaces in our, like, little tool belt inventory down here, because, like, I feel like I don't really have that many tools. I guess, like, if you crafted a bunch of stuff at once this is all taken care of. I don't know. Welcome back, anybody who was watching ads. We are going to give this little cabbage stuff it needs. Water. You spritz the cabbage with fresh, clear water while uttering a simple horticultural charm. Water beads like dewdrops before the leaves drink them all up and brighten in color. Growth potion. You pop open the cork of the potion and sprinkle the bright liquid onto the cabbage's roots. The budding plant changes to a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid and shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulders stiff and pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the ground. You look to your feet and watch deep cracks split the earth. Hold on to your hat, this one's gonna be big. You hear a blooming giggle echo from deep in the ground. The vegetable farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. That face! In an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. The farmer reaches out to it, shakily. My little baby? Papa? The farmer scrambles towards the big bumbling cabbage with open arms. My beautiful baby! Look at how big you've grown. See, with a little love and help from your friends, you're sure to win first prize after all. I don't even care about that silly zing anymore. Just look at how handsome my baby is. The two embrace, laughing and crying. I guess you won't be needing that watering can anymore. Please, help yourself. You've helped me more than enough. I guess he is a vegetable, so this is like his biological child. It gurgles at you gleefully. Oh, to be a cabbage without a care in the world. The happiest baby. Okay. Thank you, I am such a proud papa. It will take some work to break through the Scarecrow's magical boon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. Okay, pumpkin jackbone, word water, potion of blight. Oh boy. Yeah, we're at 3 hours now, so we'll probably finish the ox and then call it good. I need water. And then I need a pumpkin jack bone, so I needed... What did I need for that? I think it was this. Oh yeah, pumpkin jacks. I'll make 2 of them. I need water. Water spigot. That was over here. I'm gonna need more clay and coals. Okay. Go get some pumpkin bones. That poor turkey is still... hatchet? There we go. Okay, now we have all the stuff for the poison. Oh, I need to make the word water. And then we have all the stuff. Potion of Blight. You hold your breath and empty the poisonous vial into the container. The toxic fumes make your fingernails curl. Word water. A good amount of word water will dilute the poison to keep it from eating straight through the metal can. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have put the poison in first. Pumpkin jack bone. Crush up the impish bone into fine powder. This potent fertilizer will help spread the blight. Find a hefty stick to mix all the ingredients together inside the watering can. You know your work is done when the stick dissolves into mush in your hands. I get the withering can. Hey, I thought you told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and brandishes at you menacingly. Uh-oh. So stay away from him. You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks to the very tips of the tallest leaves. Vivid greens turn into diseased browns as the crops bend and droop. No! What's happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal! You promised my crops would never fail. Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. Not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingers. Wait, let's make a new deal, please. I've sacrificed too much for this. A new deal? What is your offer? Anything you want. Just bring my precious crops back to me. Anything, hmm? This is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean... The dust settles over the spot where the ox once stood as if nothing had happened. Though the soil looks barren and diseased, a small sprout of leafy green catches your eye. The ox's soul? Blossom. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril pushes its way through the earth. The ox collect the soul of the ox. You watch delicate blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed. The soul of the ox. So are you gonna bring the family back, or...? The scarecrow again stands motionless. Is the family back? Or does he still have the family? I was kind of curious to see what the family looked like. Like, are they also oxes, or you just like randomly have a human family? Well, there's the front door. Well, oh, Ox's family. There they are. Okay, his family was not also Ox's. Standing at the front gate, the Ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion, as if they had just burst forth from the earth itself. Ma? What's happened? Ah, welcome back. I suppose you don't remember much. He really didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us? Where is he? Where's my husband? Don't fret. I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again. And you've got this nice fertile farm all to yourself now. My son and I worked ourselves to the bone for that horrible man. Thank you for lifting this curse. Just do me a favor, and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows. Don't worry now, child. We won't ever have to fear him again. Aw. Good for them. Okay, we had just barely scratched the surface of both the bear and the snake. So I don't think we are going to have enough time to get to those today. We've hit 3 hours. I'd say this is pretty good progress, though. We've got 2 of the 12. That means there's 10 more evil souls to get. 2 more for this group of 4. So we will call it here for today, I think. Let's see. Next week, our lineup will be Slime Rancher, Tactical Breach Wizards, Little Kitty Big City, and then this game again on Saturday. So look forward to that. If you stopped by while I was live, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. If you're watching this VOD as a video in the future, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your support regardless of whether it's live or not. Keep an eye out for my schedule going up. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday probably. And then, let's see. I think that's all I have for announcements right now. I will try to work on the channel point stuff over the weekend. The streamer bot is a little rough. I'm like still kind of figuring it out. If I can't get that to work, I might switch to Mix It Up because I heard that one's maybe a little bit easier. I just know streamer bot has a lot more customizability, so if I can get that one figured out, I would prefer to use that one and be able to like set up so much more like fun, cool stuff for us to do. Okay, I think that's everything. I will take us to the ending screen now. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Goodbye.